Alright, what is up everybody? Welcome back to another video. Finally going to be getting the mid-season balance patch, like mini bug fix patch for Splatoon 3. Got a lot of stuff to talk about, so I'm gonna hop right into it. If you guys like me doing these types of videos, you guys know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video if you are new as well. And let's get right into this. Got a bunch of changes. It's actually version 1.2.0. This will be releasing tomorrow, actually, on the 25th of October. Mainly there's going to be changes to the amiibos, which nobody really cares about. We all knew that was going to be going to the game. Changes to communication, made improvements to data transfer between players. On average, data will be transferred 0.5 seconds more quickly than before. Users can expect to see any reduction in time it takes a player being dealt damage to them being defeated. The time it takes from touching a golden egg to actually picking it up, and other similar actions. So pretty much just like lag. It's kind of a similar, it's like a thing to kind of fix lag and make lag a little bit less. I don't know how that if that'll even help. These improvements cannot fully compensate for a slow or unreliable internet connection, whatever. Mainly, usually the problem the internet with the connection is actually on Nintendo's end, and with their shitty servers, not really the player's end. Changes to multiplayer. Here's where we get into the buffs and nerfs, y'all. Fizzy Bomb. Increase the time it takes for ink to start recovering after using a Fizzy Bomb by about 0.25 seconds. Not really that much of a nerf, but I don't know how much it would actually even really matter. But out of all the sub-weapons, that is all we're getting, actually. So, really surprised, actually. I thought we were going to get some changes with, like, squid beacons or even, like, the angle shooter. Nothing with angle shooter here. There's even a few other ones that you can maybe change as well, and I can give some little buffs. And there's nothing here. So, really surprising. The only one they're actually touching is actually Fizzy Bomb. As for weapons, Flings a Roller getting a bit of a alt nerf from 200 to 210 for how many points it takes to get your special. Sloshing Machine, 200 to 210. This will do nothing. This will do nothing for the Sloshing Machine. I'm telling you right now, you're still going to just see as many Sloshing Machines being played just as before. This doesn't do nothing for the Sloshing Machine. Then out of all the stuff that's getting nerfed, the Reflux 450, which I warned you guys. I was one of the first people that was going to say that the weapon's going to get nerfed with how spammable the Tenta missiles on it are. If you guys like the Reflux, play it now before this patch goes live tomorrow night. Apart from that, though, there is nothing else here. Like, for, like, weapon nerfs, this is a really shallow patch. Like, I thought there was going to be a bunch more patch notes here. Buffs to the Splooshomatic, buffs to Bamboozler. Like, there's a bunch of other weapons I think that are just really incredibly good right now. 52 gal, Splatter Shot. I don't know. There's a lot of other stuff here that I think that should have been included in this as well. Even like some specials like Tenta missiles. Nothing with Tenta missiles getting reworked or nerfed at all. No changes to like Trizuka. That was one of the best ults in the game. Nothing. No changes or nerfs to Booyah Bomb. I don't know. Nintendo kind of lacking, if I'm being honest. Kind of a really shallow and boring balance update, if I'm being 100% real with you guys. I expected to see way more changes here than there actually is. And the ones that are actually here, you could argue, don't even do anything. The Flings a Roller, 10 more to get your special, doesn't do nothing. And I think, like, for all these, doesn't really even matter. 10 isn't really enough either. I don't think that's really enough to actually nerf a weapon. Especially things like the Sloshing Machine. Changes to Splatfest, whatever. You guys can read that. I'm not going to talk about that. Other changes. The player can now use the button to go to the lobby or Grisco to cancel matchmaking depending on the game modes. Mainly just quality of life changes, pretty much. I don't know. You guys can read these. I'm not going to really talk about these too much because doesn't really pay talking about them, at least on here. You guys want to check these out? They're also on the Nintendo website. So if you guys want to go check it out, the English and the Japanese one patch notes are up right now. So they actually just got posted about an hour ago. So it's actually almost just up. What is this? Some changes to the tricolor attack mode as well, which they're going to be trying in December with the next patch. The next update will focus on new features for the season. Beginning in December, weapon balance changes and changes to Splatfest tricolor attack mode. It is scheduled to be released at the end of the current season. So the next patch we're going to be getting is at the start of December, y'all. There we go. We actually got a final timing now. So nothing for the entire month of November. And at the start of December, once this current season ends, then that's where we're going to get probably a huge balance patch. Probably some more weapons, and then we're going to be getting the Splatfest as well, which I'm assuming will happen around that time. Fixes to player controls. You guys want to talk about this and you want to look at this, I'm not going to go through all this, otherwise I'll be sitting here forever. I'll be sitting here forever. Mainly just like quality of life and like bug fixes. That's pretty much what it is. A lot of bug fixes here for the mainly for the sloshing machine, so it can't go through the ground. Right here is one huge bug fix, which would deal damage when hitting an opponent on the other side of thin terrain, even though they were hidden by the terrain. That's a huge fix. Fix an issue where the sloshing machine spiral will deal damage when hitting an opponent inside of ink vacuum. That was a huge glitch. There's a bunch of other ones here too. There's a bunch with Ultra Stamp. A bunch of the bugs with Ultra Stamp are finally getting fixed now, y'all. About time. Maybe Ultra Stamp will actually be better this patch. I don't know. There's no buffs or anything to the Ultra Stamp either. Maybe they just wanted to get the bugs fixed first and then see how the Ultra Stamp actually plays out. I don't know. I still think it's going to be garbage. I don't think it's going to be good at all, but we'll find out. Mainly, there's a lot more bug fixes. You guys can go through these on your own time. A lot of other stuff here. If I go through all these, like I said, I'll be sitting here forever, but a lot of bug fixes. Actually, look at all the bug fixes, y'all. Scroll and look at all the bug fixes. Now that we're onto the stage bug fixes for certain maps. Fixes to Salmon Run. We're still going. A bunch of bug fixes to Salmon Run. Still going. A bunch of bug fixes. And they got some story mode bug fixes now as well. That's really cool. Fixes to Splatfest. A bunch of other miscellaneous bug fixes. I don't know, changes connects. Well, that's the this here was September 29th. That's the last patch, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. That's all we got for right now. An absolute, like, what, 1, 2, like 6 pages worth of, actually it's like 7 to 8 pages worth of bug. It's still going. You can just scroll and scroll, and man, you got like a bunch. You got like what, 6, 7 pages worth of bug fixes. Mainly this patch, I think what this patch they were trying to do is just mainly fix as many bugs and issues as possible with the actual game, which I can commend Nintendo for, because playability of the game comes first. Unlike a lot of the other games where they just throw shit out and new content every other fucking update and then they never fix anything and the game keeps getting worse. At least they want to make the game playable first and make it as best as possible before they start changing stuff and screwing around with the content actually in the game. So I don't know, I just feel like there should have been a lot more balance here. Let me know what you guys think of the balance in the comments down below. Do you guys expect this stuff to actually, these nerfs to actually do anything for any of these weapons? Do you guys expect the Fizzy Bomb nerf to do anything? And what was some of the stuff you guys were hoping that was actually going to get changed that is not included in the patch notes? At least for me, I was looking for some Bamboozler buffs. Bamboozler, and there's a few other weapons I think are just really bad right now. So, I don't know. Apart from that, I'm going to get out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys like these types of videos, leave a like, subscribe. I also got a channel Discord in the description. I'll throw that down there. I also live stream Overwatch 2, Splatoon 3, Paladins, and we're going to have Apex Legends Season 15 here on the way this next week. So if you guys not want to miss that, feel free to stop by when I'm live. Apart from that, I'm going to get out of here. Peace out, everybody.